Hey, what's up guys? OneVeracity here, and today I have a very special video for you guys. This is a shoe that I've been actively looking for over 7 years since they were released in 2008. I saw the shoe back then and I instantly loved it, but I could not find it. I asked, over these past 7 years, I've asked friends, I've gone to sneaker events, I've looked on eBay, and I've looked at Flight Club. And ultimately, through my buddy T. Blake letting me know that these were in my size at Flight Club, I bought them instantly when I saw them. And I could not be more excited to have these in my collection. It's really one of those shoes that I've chased for a long time, and so finally getting it feels so great, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. So this shoe is the Colette Busy P Air Force One. And it's actually the first Air Force One in my collection, which might be a surprise to a lot of you guys. And it's kind of a surprise to me that I haven't gotten one yet. But this is a great one to start on, and I can't wait to show it to you guys. So first, we'll take a quick look at the box. Nothing really to see here. It's an Air Force One Supreme, which means kind of the premium Air Force One. So you have the Nike Air, and then the Air Force One right there in a silver foil. Flat black box. And then you can see the Flight Club tag and the size tag right there. Nothing really stands out there. The paper. You have your embossed stars on there. Pretty cool paper. And then you have the best part, the shoes. So I'm just going to get these out of the box, and then I'll start telling you guys a little bit about this very special collaboration. So these shoes have a ton of detail, so bear with me as I go through all of it. But first, kind of an overview of what the shoe's about. So these shoes were from the Influencer Pack. That was 18 different influencers were selected from across the globe, across all different regions, fashion, music, this one being music. So Busy P is a European DJ, a French DJ, and he also owns the record label Ed Banger. And he's done notable producing work for the likes of Daft Punk and a lot of other Euro electronic music acts. So he's very influential over in France. So that's why this is a collaboration with Colette. Obviously the really cool store in Paris that's done a lot of other really cool stuff with different artists, and they were only released there. So there's not that many pairs in the US because they only released in very limited numbers at Colette in Paris. And back then reselling wasn't as big, so even fewer pairs made it over to the US here. So when Busy P was designing these shoes, he collaborated with his creative designer, So Me, who is also a creative director for his record label, So Me. So Busy P wanted to go as crazy as possible with these shoes. And So Me, who is his creative director, wanted to tone it down a little bit so that they could be a little more wearable. And this was the end result. So the key concept here is that the left shoe is Busy P's shoe, where he's kind of describing his thought process going through the shoe. And the right shoe is So Me's shoe, the creative director, who is trying to tone down the shoe and his kind of commentary on what he thinks the shoe looks like. And so ultimately, they do look pretty crazy, and I can only imagine if he went full boat on his style, what it would have been. But let's get into them. So we're going to start with the more fun shoe, if you will, the Busy P shoe. So it's all a premium leather. From the whole upper is a premium black leather, tumbled leather, and then you can go through, and I'm not going to read everything on here, just because there's so much detail, but basically it's just his commentary going through all of it. So you have this kind of, it looks like almost like a chalkboard. So you have all the different writing, basically how he's saying how he wants more color, how he had to fight for all the color, and how he likes ultimately what came out, but how it was kind of a battle to get it all there. So one notable thing is the swoosh. It's kind of in a violet with really cool pink contrast stitching that's featured all over the shoe. He said that that's one of the elements that he did actually win on, was the pink contrast stitching. So then you go around to the toe, and you again see that premium leather with the pink contrast stitching coming up. One thing I love is the Air Force One tag actually also features that same black premium leather. Coming up, you have your black laces, and then you have the tongue is made of this pink mesh material with a white on white Nike Air tag. So then the sock liner is also that pink mesh. And one detail you will notice is if you look at the writing right here, it says, "I love this, I want to wear them inside out." So I think before he wanted the entire shoe to be pink, which would have been pretty crazy. So then you got that same pink sock liner that really pops out. In the back, you got a black on black Nike Air, more of that contrast stitching. And then obviously the biggest standout part is that beautiful midsole. So it's actually a fabric stitched midsole on here. So over what would normally be the midsole is fabric in this great rainbow color. You know, it just pops off so great. I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen fabric stitch on a midsole of an Air Force One before. And just kind of goes all the way through and to the other side. And now this side of the shoe is obviously very plain without any of that writing. So you still have that black tumbled leather, the same swoosh, and the same contrast pink stitching. Now, black outsole, nothing really to see here, and really cool silver lace tips with the Air Force One stars on there. So now, let's read his little note to us. So this is on the insole, and you might have a little tough time seeing it, so I'll read it to you, but bear with me. It says, "This is my shoe, mine, mine, mine. So me doesn't trust my taste in sneakers so much, so that's why it's a bit sober, but I hope you like it anyway. Sincerely yours, Busy P." So this is kind of his end result of how working with that, and this is his commentary in the process. Basically, he was always trying to kind of stomp me down and not make it as loud and crazy as possible. But he did get some of the wins, like the swoosh, which he loves, the midsole, and the stitching. And then, this is Somi's shoe. So we kind of already went over all the details, so I'll just give you a quick look at what his writing was, and then a look at his insole. So it's basically the opposite commentary. He's saying things like, "The swoosh is cheesy," "Come on, Busy P," "He's sorry to us," "Can you stand it?" And all just more commentary saying, like, he's sorry, he thinks that the pink inside, the pink sock liner looks like a cupcake. And then, you know, there's some more writing up here. So it's kind of just cool how you can really feel like what their design process was. You can almost picture them in the studio talking about all the different, should we put this on? I want it pink. I want it black. Let's make them wearable. Let's make them not. And that's just really cool to see that play out on a shoe. So finally, we'll see Somi's insole. And it says, "Okay, I know Busy P's shoe. I know it's Busy P's shoe, but when he asked me, I knew I had to prevent him from making it the cheesiest shoe ever. I'm the helping hand so that someone can actually wear them. Yours truly, Somi." So I guess we have Somi to thank that these are a really cool black shoe with some great color instead of an all pink shoe that would be a little bit less wearable for your average person and even me. So these are a really special shoe, released in Paris, a collaboration with a worldwide influencing DJ that made its way over here. I've been looking for 7 years. And as you know, most shoes today aren't that hard to find if you have, the money for them. But this is a shoe that is impossible. It was impossible in my opinion to find, and I still, they're very, very rare. So I will certainly hold on to these. I'll even baby them. I will wear them because I wear all my shoes, but I will certainly baby these a little bit because they are really special to me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video of this really unique shoe, and I hope you will continue to enjoy my videos, as I'll certainly be bringing a lot more in the future. Thanks, guys.